Alright, just a quick army update because we were talking about it in Vent.
Okay, so we have a Rhino here. This is the first Rhino I did to just use it as a prototype. And get the paint scheme down, wear the shit out of it. And yes, like I said, I beat the crap out of my models. You can barely see, the pre-shading, post-shading at this point, but, well, whatever. Still gotta make bullet holes, blow it up a little bit, scratch it up even more. And I gotta finish the parts to put the Razorback stuff on top. Okay, so this is a variable dreadnought that I got, and using airbrush, pre-shade, post-shade techniques, and then weathered the crap out of it. I took a wolf's head from one of the micro arts wolves. They came with two, so I went ahead and used the other one and stuck it on top. Then I used a bunch of green stuff, and I made this big old pelt that wrapped all around, the dreadnought. Not too sure about the banner. I might redo the banner. It just came out weird. Just a word of advice: if you're gonna do your own custom decals, make sure you grab the white sheets. Don't get the transparent sheets unless your printer prints out white. Otherwise, those things will come out like transparent. The picture. So this is the first try or prototype figures on the Grey Hunters, and I did my regular way, pre-shade, post-shade on the airbrush, and filled up the details with just paint and nothing fancy or anything, and then just weathered the crap out of it. And then Les, in the middle of this, Les is like, hey, you gotta check out Natalia's videos and stuff. So I went and checked that out, and I'm like, oh my god, I got hooked. This is what real brush painters do. And getting inspiration from Marius and everyone else. I was like, okay, I got get down my brush techniques and stuff. So here are the space wolves that I started afterwards when watching the video, and starting to use more techniques and stuff. And then now I started picking up figures everywhere, and then just getting them half done and just practicing certain techniques and stuff. So you'll see the next couple of figures what I've done with them.
So I decided to do black armor, so I picked up Ulrik and just started on him just earlier this morning. And again, I'm a very subtle guy, doing the blending techniques with the brush, takes a little practice, definitely a lot of practice. I don't know if you can see it here, but it's pretty subtle. I'm not the type of guy that makes it really, really hard, bright highlights. I just don't like that kind of style, especially if I have to field it. It just makes me feel like, oh, I don't want to field it because it looks so pretty. But yeah, definitely a lot of practice I still need to do. So I decided to try something a little bigger, something more I could concentrate more and maybe be a little more particular about, just so I could keep practicing the blendings and all that stuff. So I picked up the High Elf Lord on the Griffin from the Island of Blood set here, and just working the wings and trying to get all the blending in and make it go from dark to light and all that stuff. Definitely, again, need more work, trying to get used to all, trying to get the layering in and wet blending and all that stuff in. But yeah, practice makes perfect. Now here's some conversion stuff I did. These are Wulfen. I've made two Wulfen characters. What I did, the hands, I think it's the left hands I took from the Beastman Ungor Herd set for Warhammer Fantasy, as well as the head. The right hand, which was weird, they didn't have any right hands that didn't hold anything, so I just got some zombie hands from I think Fantasy. And so we got the Rune Priest here. What I did was to take the body and the back from the Fantasy Marauders set, put them on Space Marine legs. I think I got this idea from the Space Wolf blog, and then gave them axes from the Terminators. They had to be big axes because they carry around big runic weapons and stuff. So we have some Wolf Priests here, and the heads I got from that earlier set I mentioned, the Ungor set from Fantasy, and using the Space Marine Commander's back cape for the cape and stuff, as well as the Crozius, scratch built, just using random icons. One of them I actually shaved to be a little narrow, because I actually like that look better, and I actually kind of like how it turned out. Also did some tiny green stuff work, put hair on one of those guys there. Thanks for watching. Usually I do some kind of weird funky shout out, but since this is an update video, I'm not going to do a really weird funky shout out. Big fat ass! Subscribe to Catch-A-Can1 Brainleaf.
In no way are we saying that he has fat ass.
Even if he did, there's nothing wrong with it. What we're saying is Catch-A-Con got back. To say he has a fat ass is as stupid as a gay Darth Vader.